here. We really have to get you a starting soon screen.
Yeah, because I don't ever know when I'm live.
Yeah, I agree. But you're live now.
Okay. All right. I'm live. Hey, you guys. Thanks for watching. This is Painting Platinum. Hi, Margaret. We might finish this pirate today. We're gonna we're gonna mostly wing it. I don't think if I paint should I Jared. I don't think it's got much more for me here. So, I've got everything I need. Oh, let's see. Um, what I've got to give away today. I've got more sparkle purple, and then I finally made my wall colors into samples. So I have it's like a triad. Well, yeah, it's mostly a triad, but I also have like a quadrad. I just don't have very much of the like uh deep mid color. Anyway, I'll show you guys probably. But yeah, that's what I've got today. I've got swatches of the new colors. I've got swatches of the Reapercon colors. Yeah, the Sadie Quadrad. I don't know if quadrad is a word, but I'm so glad Sky is clear. I love those. I think those are my favorite colors I've ever done, and I was really concerned that it was going to be um, a lost formula, but I did make it again. So I think I've pretty much got the formula. So if you want, we could probably give that away too. I just don't know if I have. Oh, I do. Yeah, let's give that away again. Um, Hi, Skelsey. Yeah, Chef of Love, the quartet. So that's what we'll give away today. For every 5 subs, we'll give away the Barbie, but
Or
not
paints.
Barbie, not Barbie, uh, Barbara, the Barbara
Uh,
duo.
uh.
Edit that out in post, Justin.
Okay. Okay.
We're on a
Uh,
delay, right? Go ahead
what a
and
delay. Yeah, none of this went live.
go ahead and yeah, retro Barbara paints. We were talking about like everything, and I was actually like, let's just do a very private painting platinum where we don't go live. We're airing the grievances. Oh, because I
It's
mean,
been busy and chaotic, hasn't it?
yeah, so like, you know how like every time we say it's been busy, and then when it's a little more busy, I'll get on and I'll tell Justin everything's everywhere. I think what I said today was it's all on fire. And I've said that last time too. So that's where we're at just right now is everything's on fire. Ooh, Image of Betrayal says, I love the subtle shimmer of the Barbara armor paints. I'm giving it to my girlfriend. She doesn't know yet. Oh, I love that. Howdy, Dave Dwyer. Um, so yeah. And we had kind of a sad day. Or a happy. It's a happy and a sad. Matt, one of our oldest um, partners, I guess you would say. What are we called here? Employees?
He was an owner, a partial owner, right?
Yeah. I thought um anyway. But he's retiring and it's really sad. And yeah. But we had pizza, we had mellow mushroom. Is mellow mushroom a Denton thing? I can't remember
I
if that's the Oak Street.
Yeah, I believe that is, yes.
Uh but yeah, he is
Mellow mushroom? That's the one that all the drunk college kids go to on Fry Street, right?
you know what? I was trying to remember. This says a lot about me. I was trying to remember the uh
Oh,
the pizza
apparently it's
place.
other places.
Huh?
Apparently it's other places, according to Spoons.
Oh. Oh, neat. Spoons. Oh, they have them in Austin too. Um, I can't remember the place where I go on the square, or not square, on Fry Street after you do some drinking. Because if I'm in the mood for pizza after drinking, that's a whole new level. Okay. I've just averted a crisis with my mom's dog. That's excellent. Sorry, I don't like to make a habit of texting, but anyway. So it was really good. It's a good time. It's a sad time. But hung out with Dave and Reaper Harley. Skies Clear said it was my cheap after judge only wedding lunch. Oh, marriage didn't last. That happens sometimes. That's okay too. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe this is in really artsy drunk places. But anywho, I guess we'll
The
go
other
back.
place that was specific was the Flying Tomato, right?
Oh, the tomato got torn down. Um, I was in high school because I worked at. This was a big part of my preteendom was hanging out around Fry Street, even though you couldn't like get into bars. Hi, Valander. Was hanging around Fry Street. There was this. Thanks, Dr. Bob. It was this metaphysical shop called Voyager's Dream, which became Big Mike's Coffee, which became. I don't know what it is now. But anyway, it's really fun. And there was the Zebra's Head, the smoke shop, and Vortman's, the bookstore. And past that, like toward 377. Sorry, guys, this isn't as fun because this is the whole real local part of this. They're tearing it down to build these. I'm assuming to build these apartments. There's like student housing there. It's really
Wait a minute.
obnoxious.
Is Fortman's getting torn down?
No. This was when I was in high school. So I was working at
Oh,
Starbucks,
okay.
and I had this really artsy manager, and I told him, I was like, asked him, I was like, can I have time off to like chain myself to the tomato? And he was like, sure, like I'm down. Like he was excited about it, but you know, being a teenager, I didn't end up doing it. Didn't have the follow through, but they tore it down. I don't know if it ever came back. I don't think so. I think it's something else. Justin, I'm going to need you to Google the pizza place that is, I believe, west of the Lucky Lou's.
It's a pizza place west of Lucky Lou's.
Yeah, we need a map. Hi, Fraley. Let's see. Got a sub there. Jedi Jared. Thank you, Jedi Jared. I had a friend whose wife broke up with him after giving him a bag of chips. Handed him the bag of chips and told him, I'm leaving you. Oh. One time, this is like the beginning of a really rough time in my life. But no, I didn't get the time off. Coffee, nerdery, beer. One time I went to my boyfriend's house and he was acting, this is my ex, he was acting like really weird. And when I walked in the door, because you know, when you're like at that point in a relationship, you just like walk in. I walked in the door and he had he was always drinking beer, but he had a shot of vodka and chased it with beer. And I was like, this dude's about to dump me. And he sure did. It's like the worst night of my life. But as soon as I saw him like double drinking, I was like, oh yeah. And I think that was the time like I got dumped, and then old Justin's knee like popped out, like a piece of his bone just jumped ship, and then he got dumped, and it was just sad times around here, let me tell you.
Were they close to one another? They had to have been, right?
Oh yeah, because
That was a rough patch, let me tell you.
somebody dumped Justin at my house because he was like, you just got dumped, right? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, here you go. like, all right, I'll babysit Justin.
God, that was, yeah, that night was something else.
Uh-oh, my new honey's here. Hi, honey. He's not really new. He's my always honey. But yeah, odd, awkward breakups. Yeah, Spoon said I should have dumped him as soon as I realized it. I should have done that. I was not as strong a person back then, but that would have been good. Or I could have just done a you can't break up with me. I'm breaking up with you. Yeah, Frumpy Glasses, my honey. You can check out his Instagram. He does beautiful art. Um, I need to text him. Anyway, he was helping me handle the dog crisis that's not a crisis anymore. I don't know. I think I'm gonna turn this light on. Yeah.
Remember, were you in paint then?
Yeah, and then I had
Yeah, because we worked next to each other, didn't we? Because I was on crutches. Because that's what happened. Because like my knee had messed up. I had my surgery, and that's when I got dumped.
yeah, cuz yeah, I remember you had the surgery and you were in a real bad mood cuz you were on all that medication and I think you told her like I'm not happy and she's like, "Oh, all right then. Bye." And
Basically,
it's
yeah,
pretty
that's
bad.
exactly how it went. Yeah, that's it's.
Pretty
I love that you remember that.
yeah, it's pretty sad.
And we did. We were the best of bros back then.
But
We
yeah.
still are. You
Oh
know,
yeah. Just
Sadie,
Fort Worth
Sadie's a
office,
pro
Stanton office. Yes. So, Dr. Bob says, so if you're getting new labels for the paint bottles, are you changing the labels on the sample bottles too? Are you keeping the do-it-yourself Sadie style, or are you dumping the whole sample bottle thing together? Okay. So, I'm trying to think. Um, so yes is the short. Okay, so we're getting new labels. There will be sample labels. I think we'll still be able to print labels, and in part of my always wanting to polish the cat, I wanted to make like special painting platinum samples. I actually did make like really quickly one time after I clocked out. I made some like cute cute painting platinum labels, but I um, haven't used them because they're just not good enough. I'm being a perfectionist about it. Anyway, I'm gonna start painting. We can still talk. I'm gonna start painting though. We did
Remember,
his
Sadie, progress, not perfection.
yeah progress, not perfection. Um, you should see my office right now. It's nowhere near perfection.
Everything is everywhere, and it's on fire.
My canopy fell down. I got a
Oh, I noticed that.
Yeah, my canopy fell down. I'm gonna have to screw it up in there. But I have to get this big ladder and like you would have to see paint department to know what I'm talking about. But got this big ladder. I think it's 8 foot. And in order to get this ladder into the department, I have to like back up into the table out there and like it's hard to get the ladder in here. And then I get the ladder. I have to do all this stuff. I could do it really quickly. I'm just being lazy. Okay. Um, I-Fi paints. I finished my deadlines. Now we are just waiting for the box for the fast palettes of the what's it called? Sorry guys. Sorry guys. The Brine Wind paints. So they're not waiting on me anymore. Yay!
Let me see here. It should be Dr. Bob. Let me double check.
Yeah, we're giving away these. They've been so popular. I'm so thrilled with it. Retro Barbara paints, pink and purple. They're real
It
cute.
keeps doing that. Hold on a second. Don't type that in.
Don't
Don't
type
type.
in girl. Oh,
Ever since I changed the keyword for when we did Gurgi's birthday giveaway, it has basically defaulted to that every single time,
who's
even after I change it.
who's Gurgi?
Gurgi did the Hashtag free should be available now,
Yeah.
I believe. Yes, so there we go. Thank you, Dr. Bob. Hashtag free.
Okay.
Gergie is someone who was turning 50 actually in our chat. And I believe he watches most of the shows. He's probably here now, maybe. He watches most of Anne's shows. And he gifted a bunch of stuff for us to give away every Friday. He's given a bunch of subs. He is very much sharing the love with the community for his birthday. He's been very, 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 let's say,
He's been.
gratuitous with his love.
I like that. Always
He
being
has.
gratuitous with love. Um, the retro Barbara purple and pink, and I actually do have my shield. Oh man, this thing it's so slippery. Um, that's the retro Barbara. Two colors. They are so cute. They really are. And at some point, I'll start giving away the wall colors. I don't know how that'll work, giving away 3 colors at a time, though. I don't know if that's something that I'm allowed to do. All right, I'm glazing with dark highlights and water. Made a nice little glaze out of it with an amount of water. I'm not sure how much I used. I just dropped it in there. Uh,
So I'm curious. Oh, thank you for the Twitch Prime there, DNK. Um, I'm curious. Iffy paints. Is it Iffy paints or iFi paints, or is it neither of those two? I guess it could be a third option. Since I think I've heard various show hosts and show guests just pronounce it in various different ways.
and calls what breaking the paint? Doing all the water?
Yeah, when you add too much water, it apparently breaks the paint.
I'm making a glaze. Oh
Listen,
man.
I'm no expert. I have no idea.
I needed to learn more. I guess I can watch the stream. It's so hard for me to actually well, see, I don't think I added enough water, but I might have. It's so hard for me to actually watch anything. So one thing I do is I put it on mess up the pigment because the pigment can only hold so much before it separates. Um yes. So I would think it would be okay on your palate though, just not in a bottle, right? I don't know. I should be the expert here, but I will humble myself and I will say I don't know. I know the metallic doesn't like water though, so I guess I could be wrong there. You just have to wick off the excess when you glaze. Thank you. Uh,
I have no problem admitting when I don't know something.
yeah, you're right. I just try to hold this facade that I don't know, that I'm competent. I would say I'm competent. I'm not overly competent, but I will tell you what I lack in knowledge, I make up for in effort and passion. I do. Yeah, Sarah's a smarty. Sarah is really, really good at mixing. I mean, she doesn't work with us now, but it's not like she got bad at mixing. She could jump right back into it. Um, uh, does the factory have a new building pet since Mama San has passed? No. Um, no, Sarducci, I've never used an airbrush, not even for makeup. I've seen it done, I've taken a class, so I'd like to think I'd be okay at it. But the idea, okay, so like, I will explain, I don't think I've ever watched anybody use an airbrush for miniatures, so the idea of using an airbrush on something this small, I can't even imagine. But I'm sure it works because people do it. Uh, sorry guys. Sorry, I'm listening intently because I hear Cindy talking. Dr. Bob found a mini with Mama San hair in the blister. Oh, let's clone her. Send that back. Let's clone her. I
An
found.
awkward moment when it's actually one of the packager's hair and we clone a person.
Yeah. When I was like deep into germophobia, I was like, what if somebody has, um, whatever, it doesn't matter. I won't get into my specific bugaboos, but what if somebody has an illness and sneezes into a blister and it gets packaged and like, oh no, Rexor, what do you recommend to somebody that has had extreme pain or burnout for the last 3 months? Um, when I get burned out, and I haven't had it in a really long time, but I do suffer from burnout. This is actually like, I thought about becoming a teacher, but teachers are so prone to burnout. I was like, there is no way I can become a teacher. I'll literally die. So when I get burned out, I cry and then I sleep as much as I can. And then I usually like binge on Skyrim. I do some really mindless. That's okay, Sharky. It didn't do a notification. I'm going to try something. No, this won't matter. I was going to say I'm going to try and always get it on time and see if that affects the notification. But I'll try and get it on time anyway because that's important. I'm trying to think. On time is at 3. What do you guys do when you get burnt out? I know a couple people have started to kind of help out with that. So we don't have, I asked about the Mama San Mini last week and I've heard that we're still thinking about it. I think it's going to be a Weebie. That might not be public though. So I'm going to back out of it. Backing out of it, guys. Melon's got 5 that could come up to be the new cat. Did I say hi, Chris Air? I meant to. I'm having trouble reading the chat. And then I kind of got paranoid about my hair getting into blisters. They probably do get into labels. I know that we have a guy here with real long hair. Thanks, Cutthroat Curer. Let's see what everybody does for burnout. Animal Crossing. Oh yeah. So I haven't played it, but I'm pretty sure I would really like it. Play games, relax. Oh, difficult to have paint parties given the current situation. Rexor, yeah. You're not kidding.
Oh, I saw Dr. Bob. What do you mean this Twitch schedule's not accurate? Like which one? The offline screen should be the graphic that we put up regularly. And the one below the stream should reflect every show except for Reaper Errant and Bones 5 Live, but that's because those are every other week.
Oh, Rings Raccoon. I'm sorry. I was thinking it. Sorry I interrupted you.
No, what happened? Because my chat messed up too for some reason.
I
What
didn't say
happened?
hi to Rings Raccoon.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Rings. Hi.
Oh, I didn't take my medicine till right when we were about to go on, so I'm gonna be all over the place for a little bit, and then I'm gonna get focused. I shouldn't share things like that, but you know what? Let's normalize people taking medication. It's not that weird. Tell you what's weird is when you don't and you can't focus on anything and you just hold this mini for 20 minutes and not do much. Okay. I want to let's tie together this red sash because it's kind of like, I don't know, like blocky looking and not my favorite thing in the world. So okay, first of all, I'm going to do that. Let's kind of tie that together. So we're going to do a glaze. Glaze is my new favorite thing. Next to like when I first started, the wicking away is like my favorite thing. Oh yeah, but Frompy Glass, my honey, said that he likes to make things that make him really proud. And that gets him unburnt out. It has been like a really long time since I've gotten burnt out. Reaper doesn't burn me out in the same way that doing hair really burnt me out, and I think it's because I'm not an introvert, but I'm not as extroverted as it takes to work with as many people as a day that you need to. Weird. Night Raider says when I get burned out on painting, I've been doing things like reorganizing my painting area and watching non-painting things. It clears the palette. That's a good idea. I like that. I like the organizing. Oh, Gross Yeti. I meant to. I'm trying. Yeah, Rexler says normalize medication, mental illness discussions. You know what else? A few weeks ago, we were talking about pigmentation and how some people do bleaching procedures. I think we should normalize pigment because people are pigmented and that's cool. And I was telling Justin that, but it was after the show. And you know what else? I was thinking I want to paint a mini with stretch marks. I've been listening, like always, I listen to old Loveline, and I hear a lot of people call about stretch marks. Now, this is like forever ago, but I know they still worry about it. And normalize stretch marks and like normal skin. Skin that looks like skin for the win. All right. Let's see. So I would like to see if my Doxy blush works as that. I think my Doxy blush color will have to be a little bit more on the brown side, reddish side. I don't know. We'll have to take a look at it. But I was thinking about doing that. Is her name Lilith? Yeah. Is it Lilith? It's not Lilith. Bella the Succubus. I thought about doing the Bella the Succubus with stretch marks. Is that weird? Has anybody done that yet? Freckles.
That's my favorite mini.
I know it is. Yeah, Coffee Nerdery Beer with Dr. Drew. Oh, Bellin. Just got the Reaper order delivered to the house. Sharky.
Yeah, Sharky, yes.
I want this uncensored. We're all adults here. I'd like to get on a soapbox. Okay.
What's censored?
Words. Do you not see stuff censored in the chat?
No.
Mama-san always gets censored.
Oh, well, yeah, but we allow it. So when people type it, it gets allowed.
I never see it.
We allow most of that stuff.
I never see. I don't know that I see things censored. Maybe I need a setting changed.
Yeah, it has to be at your end because from what I can tell, basically I can count on one hand the number of words I've actually like gotten rid of, and to be honest with you, 4 of those are various spellings of the word yeet.
All right, I got weird settings on Twitch. I hate it when I say, and it gets replaced by stars. I wonder if he put the stars in there.
He did. That's trash. You can
Silly.
almost guarantee that's what he did.
We're gonna show a meme tonight, and Justin sent it to me and was like, Trash sent us a meme of you, and I was like, oh Christ, like it's gonna be me looking ugly, and it wasn't. It was a good one. was a good one I'm going to share with you guys. We've got a couple really neat things to talk about that are kind of small, but they're really neat. And then I'm sure we've got bigger, more fun things to talk about. And then, oh, sorry, it's unattractive. Anyway, I'm getting distracted because somebody just used the C word.
Absolutely, Planer. That is one of the particular ones that we do not allow.
In my life, I like to figure out who gets offended by the C word and not use it in front of them. And I'll tell you guys, Anne doesn't like the C word.
It's definitely one of the as I'm realizing one of the primary curse words in the rest of the world that we just don't use here in the USA that carries such weight.
Normalize pigmentation, normalize medication, mental health, normalize stretch marks, and normalize the C word. Stat. I'm going to use my readers because I'm going to
Uh, Normalizing this here, I think it's pretty normal. Like in 90% of the world, we're just.
ask my mom about that.
I think it's just like we're the odd man out, is what I'm saying. Like I think the rest of the world pretty much uses it pretty heavily.
The only time I don't like it is that if like I don't know, y'all ever like been on a date with a dude that's like real weird about women? Like I don't like it when it's used really harshly. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I like a nice casual use of the C word.
Yeah, I.
You know what I
Oh,
mean?
you're off camera, by the way.
Sorry. I'm trying to decide if these are my right readers. I've got some like real good readers and then I've got some like so readers. I think these are my real good ones.
So a good example, by the way, of this is I was talking to. I don't know if you watched this. I was talking to Luca yesterday before the show.
Who?
Luca,
Uh-huh.
and he was we were kind of hashing over things, not to talk about stuff like just the normal stuff, getting to know each other, and he said that he frequently uses that word, and it's just a part of, like he said, you just hear it regularly in Italy, right? I think it's a European thing too. It's just the rest of the world seems to use that word very, very, very freely, right? And we're pretty much the only ones who like hear it, and it's just absolute taboo. Oh, it's his favorite word. Even better. Thank you, Mike Manzo. That explains it.
I like it. Did you ever have friends in high school that like didn't know how to cuss and they would like really punch it in a way that wasn't natural? I hated that.
Yeah.
Today we're giving away the retro Barbara colors, retro Barbara pink and purple. Because I found this was so close to being a lost formula because when I made it, I don't know what I was doing. I think it was when I had to make a little bit extra of the retro blue steel and I had some extra base with the flake in it and was just playing around. But I have to be really careful and focus and write down every because you make small incremental changes when you formulate something in that way. So you have to be really careful to copy it down or else you lose a formula. So anyway, I had some stuff jotted down. It was just a bunch of chicken scratch and but anyway, I found the formula. It worked. I'm going to get contacts. This is the next thing I need to do. I need to get contact lenses so I can see the palette without my regular glasses so that I can wear my readers and paint. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of ebony flesh and mix it with linen white. And what I think I'm going to do, if I can get the color right, is this eye tech If I remember correctly, you take a little bit of ebony flesh and mostly linen white, and you make this like off white, and you use a bigger strip of that, and then you use a little strip of the linen white, and then you put like a pupil in it, and it makes an eye. Oh, T McDuff's gonna use the retro Barbara colors. Let's see. So I don't usually wear contacts because when I mix, there is a component to the mixing. I'm about to do something real dumb, but I have to do this at home. I have to take this off. That just looks goofy. I won't do it to you guys.
No, no, no. Just leave it. No, just leave it.
I do that at home though. Just know I do that at home when I do my nails. Uh
Yeah, screenshot. Perfect, Josh. I mean, actually, speaking of contacts, Sadie, I wore them for a very long time, and I pretty much don't anymore because they're just I don't bother with them. They kind of got expensive, and frankly, what I'm looking at now is just getting LASIK. Um,
oh, I want LASIK so bad. You know who's
yeah,
had
me
LASIK?
too.
Is Katie has had LASIK.
Really? Does
Hmm.
she like it? Did she?
I think she said she liked it. She said that she didn't have a problem being super far. I guess it would make you farsighted if you can't see up close. Um, I like it because, like I said, if you use contacts, I don't know if I finished saying it, but what I was saying is there's something that splashes and it always gets in my eye and it dries out my contact like immediately and it hurts. So wearing glasses is good eye protection for me. I could wear those big weird glasses, but every time I do that, people look at me crazy and they're like, "Why do you wear those? Nobody else has to wear those." And I'm like, "Well, I do." Um, but I just want to be able to see. Oh my god! Not only that, Reaper Harley gave me these sunglasses that belong to Ed and Dave's mother, and I've got to show you guys. They are phenomenal. You, you're gonna love them. Hold on. Laser correction. You give up your close near sight to be able to see far away. I don't like that.
Wait, really? So when you get laser correction, is that actually true?
That's what I've
There's
heard.
no chance to actually be able to see up close then at that point?
So I owned a pair of sunglasses that looked just like these in 2007. But look what I inherited.
Oh, those are classic. Do the rest of the show in those.
I can't because I gotta wear my readers. You think I should stack all three of them? Um,
Yeah, no, there's definitely no downside to that.
but anyway, yeah, Dave asked me today, he's like, "Have you tried them?" I'm like, "I would, but I wouldn't. I don't have my contacts, so I'd be just like driving around like Mr. Magoo. So if I'm gonna wear them, I'm gonna have to like, I'm gonna have to just lay out in them or something." Which I've been thinking about doing. I miss the sun. Okay, Spoon says apparently after 2 days your brain sorts it all out.
Hmm. I would honestly see. I've tried to talk to people who have had it. I've tried to do a bunch of research. It does seem that there's a lot of information that seems to. It almost seems like everyone has a different experience with it.
Yeah.
And that's to me that kind of is a red flag just because I don't want to yeah I'd be able to see. I've also been told that just because you get LASIK doesn't mean you won't also need it again in 20 years if your eyes get worse.
You won't need to get it again?
No, no,
You
you
will
will
need.
need to. You will need to,
It's like
yes.
a
Like a
any kind of
guy
augmentation.
right, so the guy that I worked for before Reaper years and years ago at this point, he wore glasses and I back then I was it was a glasses company that I worked for.
Mm-hmm.
I would told him that I was considering getting LASIK, and he said he got LASIK 20 years prior, and now he still has to wear glasses because his vision got worse.
Oh, wow. That was terrible.
So he got LASIK, but then still ended up wearing glasses in his current age. So
Let me tell you what else is terrible is I've got a big old mold line on this guy's head. I hate that.
Necro, I would say because we're giving away five of them and it's a hot ticket item, I would say that you probably should be there to win it, but I can't really say for certain that that is the case. I might make an executive call and say, yeah, you need to be there to win it because we're only giving away five of them, and I think everyone is going to be piling into the chat to try to win it tonight if they can.
That's what somebody was telling me about hair restoration is that you can get your hair restored, but you're still going to lose hair at the same rate. So you're just going to have it redone. Yeah, those readers aren't working that well for me. I bet those are my good but not crazy readers. I have some crazy readers that are super helpful.
Out of curiosity, though, Dr. Bob,
Oh.
did you said you still have to wear contacts? Did it improve it at all for you? And no, we do not do any giveaways that are subscriber only. Those are actually illegal, by the way, for those that are unaware. Subscriber only giveaways are illegal, so they become gambling at that point, as we found out. Oh God, a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Um, we fixed that real quick. But that being said, no, you just have to be a follower because you have to be a follower to type in chat. But that's free, so it's okay.
I thought they were
Now,
asking. Sorry, I was talking about the giveaway question when they're gonna do the giveaway, but
I you mean
but
for the airbrush?
I think for the airbrush, I don't know
That
this
is that is
this Barbara duo is hot items. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
See, right now I'm only at a negative 350 currently. I mean, I feel pretty blind, but um, well, Night Raider hashtag free right now, and you can you're correct, Sharky. Thank you. Hashtag free right now to win a couple of these paints. That's for this
Yeah.
giveaway.
Yeah.
Tonight, tune back in at 6 p.m. Central, and you guys have a chance to, if you type hashtag free, then have a chance to win the airbrush. And I will need you to be present for it. You don't have to watch the whole show. So, if you really want to catch the last probably 10, 15 minutes of the show, that way and that would be whatever time. But the show starts at 6 p.m. Central. And we're giving away five airbrushes. And I believe we're going to release the MSRP tonight. I already know what it is. I told Ed we would wait and announce it on tonight's show.
Yeah, you have to
So,
give Justin a present to win.
oh yeah, you have to buy me an airbrush. But no, hey, get this. I did this yesterday. I think it was Wednesday. I thought I would probably snag one of the airbrushes to kind of just check it out, and I realized that I don't even know where they're kept in the warehouse. I was like, well, this is more effort than I can put forth into it right now.
During like peak apocalypse shutdown, somebody told me because I was setting up my stream and I needed something. Hi, Somari's daughter. Um,
Tell her we said hi.
yeah, I'm trying to win these Barbara Barbara paints for her.
Oh, did Ed already announce it, Groz? When did he just post it on Facebook? We were supposed to announce it for Thursday for tonight. But I'm not surprised. It'll just jump the gun.
Anyway, during the apocalypse, I got real comfortable with wandering around and being resourceful and finding things I needed because there weren't a whole lot of people to ask. Uh, you know where I got most of, I shouldn't tell on myself, but you know where I got most of my office supplies?
Go ahead. I think I know where this is going, but go ahead.
Chance's office.
Of course. Of course.
I have been, it's not stealing if it stays in the building, right?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, so I'm set. I don't know what's gonna
Uh,
happen when they use that office for something else.
Amberden. Usually the show is about an hour. Sometimes it's about 45 minutes. It's not long. It's an hour at most. So
Reaper
6 p.m.
Live?
to yes, Reaper
Okay, I
Live.
was gonna say we're not. Oh, she's going on a monologue now, telling you all her name and trying to show you what she's painted too.
Oh, that's adorable. Uh, how about this? So Mari, if your daughter wants to see her work on Twitch, if you want to take a picture of it of her model and send it to Sadie, we can show it next week on the show. And
Sadie
Sadie
at
will happily do that.
reapermini.com. I'm down. Yeah. Yeet yeet. Okay. This these eyes are gonna get me. It's not theft. It's I don't even know how to read that word.
Requisitioning.
Yeah.
So
Requisitioning.
you know what's really funny though about Chance's office is that was also where we kind of put everything. So it was the place where people would loot, and it was the place where people would just stuff things they didn't want. It was kind of the give and take. It was a big leave a penny, take a penny,
Yeah,
basically.
exactly. Uh it's like the Thieves Guild. How you go into the Thieves Guild in Skyrim and there's like a bunch of chests full of random junk. It's like that.
We could do that on this show. What do you think? The Children of Reapers stuff? Like if you have a child under
Yeah.
the age of like 9 and they want to show their stuff on your show, we could do that, right?
Any age.
Any age?
Any age, I don't
Well,
care.
well, we gotta make it like let's do kids. Let's just do kids for this one.
This person's starting to look really good. Little feminine. I could go I could make this into RuPaul. This person's got great bone structure. It is Sadie at reapermini.com. I used to use an email. Hi, MZ. I used to use an email that was not strictly, it was like a outside email.
Yeah,
And
it
Dave,
was one that we used because we didn't have any more domains.
and
Remember?
yeah, and Dave told me not to. Hashtag butthurt emails.
Yeah, we can call it Single Digit Ages Day,
Yeah,
and
single digit ages.
that doesn't mean paint one for your child and then send it in under the guise of your child's work when we'll know if it looks good,
Let me
right? If
tell
it looks
you
like
who used to do shit like that. My mom. My mom used to do stuff for me and send it in to school.
really,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember one time there was a poster contest when I was like in first grade. And my mom did it. And I was like, shouldn't I be doing this? And she's like, all the other parents are doing it. You know it. So she did it. And then another thing is when I was in kindergarten, they sent us home with this cardboard shoe and you had to like do the shoelaces and my mom did it for me and I was always really anxious, so I was like, what's going to happen if I don't do this? I think I'm supposed to do it. And she's like, no, I'm supposed to do it. And like looking back on it, why would they need to know that my mom knew how to tie shoes? So I started kindergarten without knowing how to tie my shoes. And then I got bullied by this kid. And uh, the cutest thing ever is like he was bullying me, but he would still tie my shoes. How sweet is that? Kids are like such a-holes, but also like in a way kind of pure. Then I threw up on that kid. Somebody was eating
I love where this story went.
yeah, somebody was eating. Guys, let me tell you what's so nasty to me is pimento cheese. Can't take it. Cannot take it. And this kid across from me, I still remember all these kids' names, but this kid across from me was eating a pimento cheese sandwich. Straight up, like white bread, thick pimento cheese, like just smeared on there. And he was eating it and I couldn't take it, and I threw up on the kid next to me, who was the boy that made fun of me and whatever, because that was when boy girl was kind of a punishment. And threw up right on him, and my mom had to come pick me up, and she was like, you gotta go home, you're sick. And I was like, no, I'm not, it's just that kid was eating that weird cheese. And she was like, no, you have a fever. And I'm like, well, I know what caused it was that kid was eating that weird cheese. So I might have been sick as well, but that cheese like pushed me over the edge. I do. I like the olives with the pimentos in it. I've even questioned this myself. It's just something, it's like, ooh, something about that cheese. And it's one of those things, I don't know that people really eat it much anymore. It's like buttermilk.
I mean, I grew up eating a lot of pimento cheese because I feel like my mom would buy the super like it was economical to buy like bar ass hot dogs, pimento cheese, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a lot of Wonder Bread sandwiches with just pimento cheese, and she actually personally loved it just because she liked the taste. I to this day, it's like yellow cottage cheese, and it's just gross. It's so gross. Although I actually like cottage cheese, but to this day, I can't eat any pimento cheese because of it.
Sharky in the tent, what's a turkey vulture? Remember when my great aunt was still around, she always ordered a martini at lunch and would order extra pimento olives for me. That's sweet. I want to be that. I want to be that great aunt.
Oh, that would be unfortunate, Grazietti. Wow. I see. I'm afraid of stuff like that. When my fiance and I decide to have children, I'm afraid she's gonna develop a smell sensitivity to something that I just absolutely love.
I
So if that
have
happens,
I have a friend from cosmetology school that when she was pregnant, she started wanting to eat raw meat. I don't remember if she did or not, but she was like, she really wanted to eat
what?
raw meat. Yeah. And I was like, you can't eat raw meat. And she was like, well, people do. It's called tiger meat or something. And I was like, you can't eat raw meat. She needed something. Her body was trying to tell her something.
Actually, I'm starting to think cosmetology school is worse than band camp for you. There's so many stories,
Yeah.
and they're all like that one,
I was
tying into what we were talking about before the show started.
here's another stupid one. Okay, so I was watching Degrassi today. Uh I'm past the next generation now. I'm now on next class. So it's the even younger kids. So I'm like way too old for this show. And anyway, this kid on Degrassi gets into pills real bad, and his little girlfriend's getting it for him and is like, "Here, take this." And he's like, "What is it?" And she's like, "Does it matter?" And I was thinking, I would think that this is unrealistic if I didn't know a cosmetology school student who was like that. Like she came back from break one time with a pill with like a moon on it, and I was like, she's like showing me and she's asking me to look it up, and I was like, what is that? She's like, I don't know. I don't know. They were out of what she normally got, so she got that, and I was like, do not take that. Like, what are you thinking? And I think she took it.
Wow.
And she also scrambled to take something that she found on the floor one time, like before anybody else got to it. And I was like, trust me, nobody else is like picking pharmaceuticals up off the floor. Ugh. It just made me realize, um, yeah, from a amateur pharmacist, I believe. I mean, I don't know. Designer symbols. Now that's gonna make me turn a corner. Is the designer symbols? Larry David loves Degrassi. Ugh, that makes me feel much better. I wonder who Larry David likes on Degrassi. I've got a few favorites. Okay, so I thought he looked good, but now he looks crazy. I saw a picture of some Bernie Sanders acid one time. Anyway, this really isn't important.
What?
Yeah, you know how. Did you ever have Dare?
Like the drugs?
Yeah, where the cop
Yes.
comes and shows you the drugs.
Yeah,
Uh,
he's got like the
mhm.
glass case thing that's got an example of all of them.
Uh-huh. Yeah, they've got pictures on them and saw some Bernie Sanders acid. And I was thinking like if that weren't illegal, god, that would be such a collector's item. Like it was just such a symbol for our time.
Welcome to the non sequitur portion of the show. It's golden. Thank you, Trash.
Anyway, sorry. Stepped away and came back to Bernie Sanders acid. Oh. Yeah. Is Dare still around? Um that was pretty solidly proven to be a waste of time and money and may have actually made the problem worse. Yeah. I think it is still around. I think it is still around, and what I heard was that what was bad about it is they would tell you like what was actually um up with most drugs, but with some they would exaggerate. So when people would use the ones they would exaggerate on, they'd be like, "Oh, they must be lying about all of them." I don't think McGruff was a part of the Scruff McGruff. Was he a part of Dare? I don't remember. Yeah, I'm not into it, but I mean, whatever. My friend has kids and she basically she talks to them about drugs because she has addiction in her family. And she just basically says like a lot of people make bad decisions and they have they face really serious consequences because of that. And she talks a lot about jail. Like people that don't do what they need to do when they're kids, if they don't stop those habits, they end up in jail when they're old. I don't know much about McGruff except I remember his his like address or whatever. I remember how to send Scruff McGruff a message. You remember that song?
Gruff. What?
Scruff McGruff, Chicago, Illinois, 60652.
I vaguely.
I haven't done nearly enough on this. We need to finish it. I'm starting to feel guilty. Okay. Yeah, you can take a bite out of crime. Exactly. I think I'm going to put a little blood on his sword, too. Because I've got this blood color, the chum red. That's another thing I'll do today on this show and on the next show is I'll show my swatches. Gruff was not a part of Dare, but he visited my school probably because we were a very low income average school district. So wait, there was a Scruff McGruff? Was he a real dog? Because I just remember the cartoon. On school milk cartons, was there really only one side that opened cleanly? Or did both open the same way? I was under the impression only one opened cleanly, and that's if you were really talented. I knew somebody that started working in a school, and he would carry around scissors because he said that kids, like, he was like, you don't want to touch a milk carton after kids tried to get it open. Like, 'cause they get it all nasty, you just want scissors. Not a real
Sweet.
dog, person in furry outfit.
Quick question though.
Hmm.
Is John, are you still in chat?
Who?
I'm asking if John is in chat.
Oh, I think I ran him off with the Bernie Sanders acid. Yeah, I ran him off good. Just kidding.
He sent me an email and then told me in that email, this is for me, please ignore. But I don't know why he sent it to me then. But I'm curious if it's all or part of his email, so that's what I was gonna ask.
I think I'm breaking the paint. The Big Mac attack every year. What's the Big Mac attack? Yeah, I'm just painting the palette. Um,
You know what I remember from elementary school that occasionally I'll just recall?
what?
Did you guys ever have the I Care cat?
No. What's the I
Oh,
Care cat?
it was this like I think back on it now, and it was a cat that looked a lot like Hello Kitty, I think. It looked a lot like that cat, and it was on a poster, and it was all over. There's this like campaign that they put throughout our elementary school, um, and it was meant to like promote sharing and caring and all that kind of, they used rhyming and well, other various ways to teach little children how to you know how to care about one another and share things and not hurt.
Yeah.
But every now and then I remember that and it makes me chuckle because I don't remember any of the acronym, but I distinctly remember what that cat looked like.
I'm gonna have to look into it. Sounds great. I tried to take a picture today, but I was driving. There was a train that went by. I live really close to train tracks, so I see a lot of great art. And somebody like crudely drew two cats, and one said, one said, "I am a smitten kitten," and the other said something in Spanish. I don't know. It was really cute though. I was like, I'm gonna I'm gonna need to take a picture of this, but I didn't get a chance to. No, I live on this side of the tracks, Trashorama. We're on the we're on the east side of the tracks. I'll have to cross any tracks to get here. Yeah, something to that effect. Something to that effect. I was like, man, that would be a really good addition to my collection. I have some really good graffiti pics. Okay, this guy's looking slightly like, oh, it looks terrible. Okay. Maybe I can paint better. No, I don't think that would work at all. I'm trying to watch the monitor. Hmm. Yeah, talk about something that makes me sick. Taco Bell. I cannot eat a full anything at
Oh,
Taco Bell without throwing up.
my mom collected all of those stuffed chihuahuas they sold, by the way, Trashorama. Like basically all. Every time there was a new one, she'd buy it and collect it. She loved those stuffed chihuahuas. And they all had the little voice line, Yo quiero Taco Bell.
This
Do you
is one
remember
of
the
the like,
commercials?
hmm?
Do you remember the commercials for that?
Yeah, he's gonna need a bigger box. Something about
Yeah.
Godzilla? I don't know. So I don't know if you guys are going to remember this, but McDonald's had the Beanie Babies for a while, right? Do you remember this? They were like mini Beanie Babies. And my grandma was like a super collector and had to have them all. So every day we went to McDonald's for Happy Meals. And we had to go to multiple McDonald's to make sure that we could get the right Beanie Babies, because it was like maybe there was like 12 of them and they would release different ones at different times and we had to get them all. And my grandma wanted like 4 sets and my aunt wanted like 2 sets. So we went and we had McDonald's like all the time, and they would get more Happy Meals than they needed. They would freeze hamburgers and we'd have to heat them up and eat them for dinner. Like if somebody would have filmed it, it would have been like Super Size Me, but for elementary school age children. It was not great. Not great times. It was awful. But I think they got all their Beanie Babies they wanted because they were going to be worth so much. So much. Yeah, Inara Paints, it wasn't a good time. And, like, I don't like onions. I remember some of the burgers had onions on them. And, just bad times. I feel like the chicken nuggets were different back then, but that might have just been in the way, like, when you're little, you remember things as bigger. Like, I remember those chicken nuggets being better. Oh, yeah, Dr. Bob, the McDonald's food gang. Mayor McCheese, Big Mac the Cop, Fry Guys. Yeah. Whoa. The McDonald's with the plates. Chewy Boots' sister would only eat McNuggets, so the parents would save the boxes and put freezer nuggets in it. Oh my god.
That's smart. I'm looking forward to tricking my kids that way.
Yeah, I've said once that the good thing about kids is they don't know fun things like up high, down low, too slow. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
What?
John, since he's back in chat,
John's back.
Am I supposed to utilize those pictures tonight, or is the entire email meant to be ignored? And if so, if I'm ignoring the entire email, why are we stuffing my inbox with
No, you're supposed to use those for tonight. The written text is for me. The pictures are for you.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. I was about
Okay.
to say, my inbox is not your storage place, John. Shakes a cane at him. Get out of my lawn. But actually, how you doing, John?
I think he left.
No, I'm
He
doing good.
left?
Okay.
No, I muted myself just because I didn't want to be talking over everybody. But I'm doing good. A lot of work going on.
That I believe.
Oh.
Well, on that note, Sadie, I think we are
Nearing the
nearing.
end.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna need another week, and I'm sorry, guys. I didn't do a good job this week. Maybe this week I'll get contact lenses if they can get them to me really, really quickly. Trasharama wants to know if John's on the CB radio.
He's using the laptop mic, I believe.
What would
Trash.
your did you ever have a CB radio what are they called? Handle?
No. Oh, no, I did not.
Me neither. I know that my mom did, but I can't remember what it was. So this is what we're giving away for every 5 subs. I think we got 5 subs. I think we're giving away a set. I don't know, I'm just making that up. You like that?
Yeah, we'll go with that. Why not?
Here's the deal though. I want to show some other stuff. I know that sounds terrible. I'm just going to show that part on Reaper Live. We'll be better. Oh, I got my brushes up here, I guess. Whoopsies. Okay. So, oh, somebody's daughter just asked how long I've been painting this model. I don't know. If you were to tell me 3 months, like, I couldn't argue with you about it. I have no idea. But I've heard this model's hard. Anyway. Dr. Why do I have bobby pins? I use bobby pins. I love bobby pins. Also, they're good luck. I knew somebody that played baseball, and apparently in baseball, or at least Little League, they are good luck, so the coaches would leave them on the field. Oh, 10 subs now. Sweet. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, so anyway. Oh, we're at 11. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to have to zoom out. But I have my swatches of my Brine Wind colors now. Ignore my handwriting. I was going to change it, but that's pretty true to life. It looks a little darker, but these are my colors. It's not really. I'll see if I can get a good, accurate picture. But the mermaid scale, which is obviously a mermaid color. Doxy blush is a blush / scar color. And like I said earlier, I might try a little stretch mark with that. I don't know. I don't know if anybody's done that. I would feel real cutting edge. Treasure map. It is an off-white. An off-white. Brine Wind brown. It's a gray brown. It looks really gray unless you put it up against other grays. I think I did that in the Discord. Glenn H25 said stretch mark pink. It makes it sound ridiculous, but I'm on a soapbox here. I'm really doing it. That's what I was thinking, Spoons. I was actually thinking of putting Doxy blush on his mold line to make it look like he had a big scar. You can't see it because I'm not like super zoomed in anymore. He looks crazy now. I did something horrible to his eyes. Pieces of 8, which is really pretty silver that's actually like violet and but it's just like a touch of violet. It's like violet and yellow competing in there. Love that. Anyway, Storm Chaser Blue. I'll see if you can get this. Is a sort of muted blue, deep. Ghostfire is a glow, not glowing glow. Glen H25, the coverage varies. Some of these cover really well. I'm trying to remember which ones I had to paint a few times. I think Doxy Blush has the least amount of coverage. I can't remember. So most of these, I'm gonna say I did like 2 coats of them. But on Doxy Blush, I might have done 3. I'm also going to start swatching the colors. What's it called? Like, trying to think. When you drag the paint and it shows the thinned out kind of undertone. Let's see what else. Okay, so Ghostfire. My best endorsement of that is when I sent it down the line for my people to pump it, my newest girl was like, whoa, that's like green. I was like, yeah. Somebody exclaimed. So, stroke. Yeah, that's a good. I thought somebody was suggesting I was having a stroke because I can't remember anything, and that would probably also be accurate. Okay, Skull and Crossbones. I'll have to show this. I'd like to start having a segment on swatches where I can show them together so you can see. But I found an off-white that we didn't have, which I'm sure some of you know how many off-whites we have. So it was an experience. Chum red. Okay, so chum red is gloss. So I don't know if you can tell, but it is a glossy red. It's good for blood. I'll show you something in a second, and I'll show you something better tonight as far as a splatter, because that's one of the things we wanted to be able to do was a splatter technique. Shark bite. It is a little brighter than a shark would be. Reason being is you can always mute down a color. I really love muted colors, and I've noticed that a lot of people don't love really muted colors. They like bright colors, and Anne was telling me, like, well, you can always kind of mute something down, but it's harder to brighten it back up. Kraken ink. Do you say Kraken or Kraken? I say Kraken.
I say Kraken, yeah.
It is really pretty indigo. This would be a one that would be a good candidate for like squishing out, doing a stroke of. It's not quite blue, not quite purple. It will put you in mind of the black indigo and corporeal shadow, but they are very, they're a lot more, it's a lot more pigmented. It's a lot more bright. And then squag green, which is just kind of an in-between green. But I love them all. Somebody said muted colors are next to useless. You might be right. But we all paint differently. This is something I've heard Anne say, so I know it's correct. We all paint differently and use different things. So, but you're probably right to cry some more. I'll keep that in mind. It is not an ink. I did not think that an ink would be as useful. I played with it. Let's see. Yeah, glow in the light green. Yeah, glow in the dark without glow in the dark. Exactly. These colors should come out after ReaperCon. They should be available. So there's 12, 6 of the High Seas Adventure, which are like kind of the good guys colors, and 6 of the High Seas Horrors, which are like the scary colors. But anyway, I'll show you just a couple little things. Here's my guy I was playing with. This is with Ghostfire, but I dry brushed it with white, so it's probably gonna mess up my white balance. Let me see if yeah, that's better. He's real pretty. It's not the best dry brush, guys, but I'm working on it. And
Yeah,
then
that file looks good.
thank you. I worked a long time on it. There's lots of different versions. So, what else? Yeah, the Scooby-Doo ghost color. And then, here's my little blood splatter that I made with a glossy blood on white. And then I'll show you one thing. And I'll show you one more thing. What's really funny is I don't have that many painted miniatures, so they all got like features of things I was working on, including blood. Like some of them got blood and some of them got scars. Where's my guy? Oh, Mango Timur. I know it's Mango, but that's my chum red. So it's glossy, so it's almost like it just happened. Just happened, blood red. Anyway, guys, that's all I've got to show you. So we're about to draw for our Barbara colors. I think we're giving away 3 Barbaras.
Yep.
All right.
All right, our 3 winners. Our 3 winners are Bobcat, Samus232, and Lonely Yeti 0312.
All right. So I'm going to look for what's it called? A raid. Think
Actually,
what?
I got a raid for you today. There's a guy sculpting a giant life-size space mind flayer.
Okay, I'll
It
allow it.
looks really cool. You got to see it.
All
So
right. All right, guys. Um, so we'll see you back here at 6. Um, maybe I'll do more Barbara. Maybe I won't. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just keep it for the painting platinum. Oh, sorry about that. So you're going to email giveaways at reapermini.com. Include your Twitch handle in the subject, your full name, your shipping info, and the show in which you won in the body of the email. And yeah, Reaper John posted it in chat. All right, guys.
thank you very much. Keep being awesome. Spread the Reaper love. And we will see you guys about an hour and a half. Thank you very much, guys.
See you soon. Mwah. Thank you.